In this section, we'll discuss the steps to take when returning to surface with an explosive device. We'll also cover in detail what to do in case of a misfire. Before coming out of the hole after completing a run, check that a lightning storm, helicopter, or boat will not arrive before the disarming operation can be completed. If one of these events will occur, the gun must be kept in the hole at a minimum depth of 200 feet or 70 meters below ground level or the sea floor. Re-establish RF silence as before, making sure that all RF devices that were enabled after you passed 200 feet while going in hole have now been disabled. Prepare the instrument cab as before for explosives operations. Shut down all inverters, AC power generators, uninterrupted power sources, connected rig power, and main circuit breakers. Now that all the AC power is turned off, make sure the safety switch is in the off position and remove the key. From now on, the key must remain outside the wireline unit until the explosive device is disarmed and disconnected from the head. Hand the key to the operator, who will remove the head from the gun, and, while outside, make sure the casing to rig voltage is less than 0.25 volts. You are now ready to bring the head to the surface. Every gun must be treated as a misfired gun until the firing has been visually verified. A hollow gun carrier will have clearly visible holes, and an exposed gun system gun will have fired charges clearly visible. If these are not present, the gun did not fire. A misfired gun poses a potentially catastrophic risk. Clear the area of all personnel. Exposed gun systems can be disarmed immediately, but hollow carrier gun systems must first be tested for a thermal event. A detailed flowchart of this test can be found on In Touch or in the Wireline Perforation Field Operations Manual. If the gun contains HMX explosives and the 2-hour waiting period was invoked, you must assume that the gun was exposed to temperatures above 330 degrees Fahrenheit or 165 degrees Celsius. Disarm the gun, but do not download the explosives from the gun for 48 hours. The first step in any disarming procedure is to bleed off any trapped pressure. Check that no one is surrounding the tool when you are doing this. Slowly and carefully unscrew the appropriate port plug to allow any trapped pressure to bleed off the gun. Bend a piece of wire 90 degrees and use it to probe the hole and dislodge any debris obstructing the pressure vent. Now, stand clear from the line of pressure flow and remove the button head screws from the lower head. Next, remove the lower head. Cut the detonating cord using the detonating cord cutter and insert the detonator in the safety tube. One at a time, cut off detonator wires at or below the splices. Short the wires together before removing the detonator from the safety tube and placing it in the detonator carrying case. Do not reuse this detonator. If the wires of the detonator are pulled out, wrap the detonator in foil and label it properly. You are now free to remove the head and, in the case of a misfire, start to troubleshoot your equipment. Make sure all misfire detonators have their wires shorted together and are in the detonator carrying case. Place all detonating cord remnants, loose charges, and other trash in the explosives remnants box. Make an inventory and complete the hazmat documentation. All remnants must be returned to the magazine for storage and disposed of properly.